Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Call Hangla Allah Hawana, Yahaba Shim Yahshai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, taught me his truth, and double citations to all you Akim, you men that are prophesying and name throughout the four winds of this earth, pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity, risking your lives and freeing to do so now more so than ever. To the scatter, hopefully elect that are scattered abroad. Alright. And Shalom Barakathon to the hopeful elect. Alright. And to the Aqua, the few sisters that do listen and learn to you, say Shalom. This your brother Andre coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and prayer. Yahbashin Yahushai, blowing the trumpet in Israel, warning the sheep of what's to come. Alright. So, and this is another sound of blowing the trumpet. Alright. And of course, you all know what happens January 20th, okay, which is the inauguration of Joe Biden, okay. But Trump has declared a state of emergency in Washington, D.C., ahead of Biden's inauguration, okay, because what happened, all right, last Tuesday, all right, January 6th, okay, so, and plus, I'm going to show another article, okay, they got 15,000 soldiers that are, in Washington, D.C. ahead of this thing, man, so, excuse me, things are moving fast, man. So things are moving much faster, and hey, this place is falling fast as we speak, man. America, Babylon the Great is falling. We're in the stages of this place being gone. Okay, so it won't be long, man, before America falls. Okay. And hey, you're gonna, like I say, you're gonna see more insurrection. You're gonna see more seditions. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into this lesson. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. All right. I'm gonna profile two articles, and then I'm gonna pull out some precepts. All right. It says, and this is first article is from People Magazine. It says Trump declares state of emergency in Washington D.C. ahead of Biden's inauguration. Slocky. God damn. Nobody but Satan. The emergency declaration comes as authorities voice growing concerns over security for the inauguration on January 20th. I'm gonna read a little bit. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Okay? And it reads, Donald Trump declares a state of emergency in the District of Columbia on Monday. His announcement comes ahead of President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration on January the 20th. The federal assistance have been ordered to the district beginning Monday and continue through January the 24th, enabling FEMA, notice that, to coordinate all disaster relief efforts with the purpose of alleviating the hardship and suffering caused by the emergency on the local population and providing assistance in any emergencies that arise. Okay, so hey, things are getting heated up in Babylon, the Great America, man. Okay, things are heating up, and hey, this place is falling, and it is falling fast, man. Okay, so hey, guarantee we may be out of here by the end of this year, man, or close to the end. Or maybe out of here sooner than we think, man. Lord willing, we hope we hope we out of here, man. Lord willing. Hey, we hope this thing pops off and hey, speed things up so we can get the hell up out of here, man. Hey, that's what the hopeful elect is hoping for. We don't want things to go back to normal. And from the way it looks, I don't think things are ever gonna look. Things are not gonna go back to normal. There's no way the elites are gonna stop this, and all of a sudden things are gonna go back to normal. No, these elites, they're using this Crown Royal 19, and of course this order out of chaos to bring in the New World Order, and this is what this is all about. The New World Order agenda, man. Okay, so. There's no way the elites are going to turn this around. And plus, you got China coming in here and, doing things. Okay, so, hey, shit is rapidly speeding up. And it's prophesied that these countries will come in. Hey, America is about to be touched in a horrible way. This place is about to be touched. See, America has gone throughout history, going in countries, creating false flags, and then going in these other nations and starting unnecessary wars to establish their banking systems and stuff. Okay, but now look what America's at. America is about to be touched. Okay, and hey, a lot of people believe that China is going to be the next to rule. No, Moab is not going to be the next to rule, man. Not is Russia and not these other nations. Israel is next. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Okay? China is not prophesied to rule next after the fall of Babylon, America. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is using these nations to come up against Babylon, to destroy them, to destroy Babylon the Great, to take Esau either out of rulership. Then, hey, Yahweh going to come. He's going to finish the rest. Okay? So, if China thinks they're going to rule next, they got another thing coming, man. All right? Like it says in Proverbs 21 and verse 1, the heart of the you know what? I'm gonna get it. I don't want to butcher it. Cause I feel like I'm about to butcher it too. Lucky. Let's go to it. It's Proverbs 21 and verse 20. Proverbs 21 and verse 1. Slocky. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. What heart? It's mine. Okay? The king's mind is in the hand of the Lord. Like it says in Proverbs 20 and verse 24. A man's goings is of the Lord. How can a man then understand his way? Okay? Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the river of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see? Okay, let's go back to the article. All right, let me finish reading this. As Biden inauguration day gets closer, authorities in Washington, D.C. are preparing for marches and more potential violence. There ain't gonna be no more marches, man, okay? Look, let me be honest with you. There ain't gonna be no marches anymore. We're in a time of, you know what? Let's get it. I gotta get it, man. That's through the spirit. Let's get it. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and I'm getting straight to the point. This is the time we're in. All right? A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. We're in a time of hate and war. We're not in a time of love and peace. We're in a time of hate and we're in a time of war. These are the times we're in. Like it says in 2 Israel chapter 9 and verse 1. Measure thou the times diligently in itself. And that's what the prophets do. We measure the times diligently. We watch the prophecies. We watch for the signs. What Yahweh Shem Shai told us to look for, man. Okay? Especially that's written in Matthew 24. Okay? All right, let's get that. Matthew 24. I know I'm going all over the place, but that's okay. It's the spirit, man. All right? Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. These are wars, rumors of wars, civil unrest, okay? Uprisings, race wars. You're about to have all of that. It ain't gonna be no more marching down the street, chanting, we want justice when we want it now. Those days are gone, man. People are about, hey, look, people got guns, okay? And especially they about to act this thing of taking away people's guns. People ain't gonna go for that. People gonna fight to preserve their rights, which you never had to begin with. Okay, all your rights are gone anyway. You Americans are about to find out your rights are gone. You don't have no more rights, man. All your rights has been suspended. What do you think declaring a state of emergency is? That's another code word for saying martial law. Okay, well, you don't have no rights. All your rights have been suspended. They can come in, they can confiscate your food, all your guns, anything you have, man. You people about to find out. Okay? Let me read Matthew 24, verse 6 again. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. That's talking about race war. All right, all right. The people, so-called blacks versus so-called whites. Esau versus Jacob. That final war between Jacob and Esau. Okay. You got I'm gonna have liberals versus conservatives, Democrats versus Republicans. Look, it's about to be an all-out war out here. It's about to go down. Okay, so hey, you have been warned of these things. Okay, and kingdom against kingdom. These nations are about to go to war against America. All these nations. All right. So hey, it's about to be World War III. And there shall be famines, food shortages. No one's talking about that. You got a shortage of food. And pestilence. You're about to have more pestilence diseases. People dropping dead from more deadly disease than the Crown Royal 19 itself. And earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. These are the beginning of sorrows, man. Nothing good is coming. We told you. You thought 2020 was bad? Hey, 2021, it's not gonna be better. And hey, and from where we looking, yeah, it ain't looking good. Let's read this. As Biden inauguration day gets closer, authorities in Washington D.C. are preparing for marches and more potential violence as the failed insurrection attempt on Wednesday that left 5 people dead. All right, let's look at this word insurrection. I got it up here in the etymology. All right. This word it's insurrection. All right, there we go. Insurrection, an uprising against civil authority. You're gonna see more of this. You're about to see uprisings, seditions, rebellion. Okay, rebelling against authorities. Okay, because these low-level average Joe Edomites, hey, they've been left out of that new world order, man. Okay. Let me read the definition. Organized opposition to authority, a conflict in which one faction tries to wrest control for another. Okay, it says synonym: rebellion, revolt, uprising. Okay, you get it. All right. So hey, let's go back to the article. I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna move on to the next article. Officials are concerned that there will be more riots when Biden is sworn in as president, as right-wing extremists continue calls for violence, and that's absolutely. And this is what's gonna happen. This is prophesied to happen, man. Seditions among men. Okay, Egyptian versus the Egyptian. Okay. DC Mayor Muriel Bowser is encouraging Americans to stay home on January 20 in an effort to protect the District of Columbia. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. From a repeat of the violent insurrection experience at the Capitol and its grounds on January the 6th. That ain't gonna happen. Nope. That ain't gonna happen, man. Well, that's enough of that. I'll put this article in the description box and y'all can go read it. All right, let's get another one. People ain't gonna stay home. That's a nice suggestion though, but it ain't gonna happen. Alright, okay. I was just waiting for it to upload. This is from Forbes.com. It says National Guards authorized to flood DC with 15,000 troops for Biden's inauguration. So there you go, man. I'm gonna read a little of this. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Fearing a repeat of last week's riots, the Pentagon has authorized up to 15,000 National Guard troops to protect Washington, D.C. ahead of President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration as law enforcement continues to be on high alert for more extremist violence. Okay, so Hey, shit's about to go down. Okay, shit is about to hit the fan in America. All hell is about to break loose. All right, and it's prophesied that that will happen. Okay, let's continue. Let's go to let's for another lesson. Let's get this. I'm gonna start with this. This is Second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 31. And one shall take and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, man. So this is what it's all coming down to. Okay? People gonna be out here fighting. Like I say, they got guns. People got guns now. Alright? So there's more guns in America than human souls. There's gonna be a lot of death out here. Okay? Let's get this. Let's go down. Let's get this. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord Yahweh shall ride upon a swift cloud, that's the chariot, and shall come into Egypt. Egypt is symbolic to America. Revelations 11 and 8 says that this Babylon is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Okay? And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Okay? The modern day Egyptians are these Americans, man. These Edomites. Alright? And the other heathen nations, including the Israelites, man. Although we're not Egyptian, but you know, I'm just saying. Alright, the modern day Egyptians are really Edomites because hey, these Edomites about to fight one another. And we tell you, Jakes, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, to stay the hell out of these fights. Let these Edomites fight their own battles. Hey, this is their kingdom, and their kingdom is falling. Okay? Although they're gonna point the finger at Jake sooner or later. They're gonna point the finger at Jake, man. Because hey, when it all said and done, they're gonna point the finger at the elect. You basically you Israelites, man. Okay? But that's okay. They're gonna put hands on 2/3 of you Israelites, man. But as for the elect, okay, once you come out to the elect, that's game over. Alright? And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay? So, hey, cities are about to get ready to burn. Let's get this. Luke chapter 12 and verse 49. Yep. I had come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? Cities are going to be burning before Yahushua makes his grand return. The Lord is coming to send fire on this earth. And how's that fire going to come? Through them ICBM nuclear missiles and laser chariot fire, man. Okay? So, the Lord said he's coming to send fire, but hey, it's going to be kindled before he makes his grand return. Okay? I pretty much finished that. Let's see. Yeah, let's get this. Cause hey, shit is about to get real ugly out here, man. And hey, we're gonna need you. How about Shinyao Shai to protect us in these times, man? Okay? Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, which are the Israelites, the elect. And there shall be a time of trouble. What trouble? Jacob's trouble that is spoken of in Jeremiah 30 and 7. Okay, also Matthew 24 verse 21. All right, tribulation, that stands for trouble. It's all over the Bible, man. And anybody that's telling you that Jacob's trouble is not going to happen, they're telling you a lie. Okay? Such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And who's that? The elect. The elect is going to be found written in the book. The 144,000, the 1/3 hopeful elect, men, women, and children. Okay? So, look, if you ain't written in that book of life, then hey, you're grass, man. Okay? Let's get this. Let's go to lucky. You know what? I'm going to read that. You know what? I'm going to read this. All right. This second Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. I'll read this again. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection. And we already looked at that word insurrection, uprising against civil authorities. Okay, that's coming upon those that fear the Lord Yahweh Shai. But that insurrection is going to come when Esau Edom tries to come after the elect. Okay? And they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord Yahweh Shai. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Okay, so we're about to go through that trial by fire. The elect are the elect in the 144,000, the 1/3 elect. We're about to go through that trial by fire. That hour of temptation is coming. Okay, that is spoken of in Revelations chapter 3 and 10. And of course, you know the devil's going to try to cast some of us into prison, those FEMA camps. All right, Revelations 2 and 10. Okay, but it says, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life." So this is what we're fighting for. We're fighting for to go, hey, to get on those chariots, man, and get the hell up out of here before the ICBM nuclear missiles start flying over here in Babylon, America. 200 million destroying this place. Okay? So, hey, we want to be found in the grace of the Lord Yahweh Shai. We won't be out here like these people. Lord knows I don't. Okay? Let's get this. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai so cometh as a thief in the night. The Lord is coming like a thief in the night, man. And hey, you don't know when a thief is coming. Okay? Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, hey, they already saying peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay? So, hey, when you think it's all good and everything is all good out here, hey, that's when the sudden destruction is going to come. So, like we tell you, man, and you know what? I'm going to read this down here. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day shall overtake you as a thief. So, the elect is not in darkness, all right? The brethren is talking about the elect. So, hey, we're not in darkness. The whole world is in gross darkness. Hell, 2/3 of our people don't even know what the hell is going on. Just continue to scoff and mock. Okay? Talking about they ain't no martial law and all this bullshit. But hey, you Jake's about to find out, man. Okay? Verse 5. Ye are all the children of light. Who's the children of light? The elect. And the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. That's what the elect is doing. We're watching, and hey, we're being sober, man. Okay? Continue to watch and pray and fast, man. Because hey, shit's about to get ugly out here. Okay? For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us, who are the day, okay, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet of the hope of salvation. That's what we're hoping for, man. We're hoping for salvation. We ready to get out of here, okay? And let's get this. Proverbs 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil. And who's a prudent man? The elect. All right? A prudent man. Let's look at, you know what? Let's look at this word prudent. Prudent. Should have left that open. Slocky. Prudent. This word prudent. Prudent. There you go. All right. Prudent. It says with knowledge, deliberate. All right. Knowing, skilled, uh, sag- sag- sagacious, circumspect. All right. Let's go to the definition. Carefully and sensible, marked by sound judgment. Okay, that's what a prudent man does. A prudent man is in the knowing. We're being circumspect. And what scripture comes to mind? All right, like it says in Ephesians 5:15. All right, see that ye be circumspect. You know what? It's roughly paraphrased. I'm gonna get it because I just butchered it. Look ahead, prepare, supply, act with foresight. See, there you go. You know what? I'm gonna get that. Let me read this. A prudent man, okay, a man that in the knowing, foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. And how do we hide ourselves? Okay, through the glory of Yahweh Shem Shai, like it says in Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is a strong tower. All right, the righteous running into it and is safe. Okay, so hey, the righteous who are the elect are gonna run and call upon that name in that day. And hey, it's going to be safe. And what's the name of the Father and the Son? Yahweh, which is the name of the Father, and the Son is Yahweh Shai. Not these other false gods that people are calling on, like JC, Jehovah, and all these other false gods, man. All these false gods you Israelites calling up on ain't gonna deliver you. Ain't JC ain't coming down. Ain't no JC coming to save your ass. I'm gonna put it just like that. You know what JC means. I ain't got to tell you what JC means. Alright? If you don't know what JC means, you know what I'm talking about. But hey, calling up on JC and all these other false gods ain't gonna save your ass, man. Okay? Calling on the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to save you. Okay? Let's read this. Let me finish reading this. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple, who are the simple, 2/3 of our people are the simple, pass on and are punished. Okay? So, hey, our people are simple. All right? What's the scripture come to mind? Simple. No, that's not. That's not talking about that. But anyway, let's move on. Salaki. Ephesians 5 and verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. What it means to walk circumspectly? Knowing what's going on, knowing what time you're in, man. All right, measuring the times, diligently, watching the prophecies. Okay, continue to stay up with prophecies. Okay, let me read it again. Ephesians 5 and 15 again. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Okay? Knowing the times you're in. Okay? Because the days are evil. We're about to enter into evil days. And what those evil days are? Jacob's trouble. Okay? So you need to know what time you're in. A lot of our people ain't paying attention. Okay? Yeah, a lot of scriptures I want to read. Let's read this. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 37. Behold, the plagues draweth nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth. Great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth they slack not a moment. And these plays and these prophecies are not slacking anymore. Like it says in Habakkuk 2 and 3. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry. Okay? Verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the whole and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. There you go, man. Okay? So, hey, you've been warned. Uh, let's get this. This is Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. And that's what we do. When we do these lessons, we're exhorting you, mainly the elect, all right? We're exhorting the elect to continue in the faith and to continue to trust in Yahweh Shai. And that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Okay? We're going to have to go through that trial and tribulation. We're about to go through it to be tried, man. Our faith is about to be tested on a high level, man. Okay? So, if you ain't got faith, man, hey, you're going to get caught up out here. All right? You know what? I already had that in there. I quoted it just a minute ago. Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. There you go. I didn't know I had that in there. I quoted it. That's okay. I read it anyway. Let's see. This is 2 Nurses chapter 15 and verse 14. You already know I was going. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. It's about to be massive bloodshed out here. Okay? So all the games, all the bullshitting is about to come to an end, man. Okay? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. People are not going to regard, and like it said in the article, all right, the mayor said, telling people to stay home. These people ain't going to stay home. They're not going to regard their mayors, their king, their mayors, their senators, their governors, not even the president, to stay home. Okay? It was one of those articles that I read where a mayor told the people to stay home. People ain't going to stay home. That's spiritual. They're not going to regard their mayors. These folks ain't going to listen to you. These folks are about to get down. Hey, there's about to be a lot of fighting in the streets, man. Urban warfare. Okay? Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Martial law. Okay? Checkpoints. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, famine, and of course Jacob's trouble, man. There you go. And speaking of which, I'm going to read this. Jeremiah 37. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The elect is going to be saved out of this time of trouble. Okay? Last scripture. Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Esau even knows his time is short, man. He knows his kingdom is falling, and back like we tell you, and like we say, Babylon is falling fast. You hear me? All right. These devils are falling, and they're falling fast. Okay, I think that's Luke 10 and let's see. I think it's Luke chapter 10 and verse 17, I believe. No, 18. Right, right on the market, man. Luke 10 and 18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Esau, Edom is falling out of rulership, and he is falling fast. Babylon is through, man. This place is about to be set ablaze. Okay? And then Yahushua is going to come. He's going to finish the rest. So that, I'm going to leave it here. Lord willing, I pray this lesson was edifying. All right, and I'm gonna put both of those articles in the description box so you can read them. Call hanga yinga, anga hawana, yahabashin yaushai, bashin rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone root well, and as always, we give peace and citations. Shalom Barakathon to the hopeful elect that is scattered abroad. All right, like I say, continue to pray, continue to fast, cause hey, ride's about to get bumpy out here, man. It's shit's about to get bumpy. So buckle up your seatbelt, man, cause it's about to get bumpy. So with that, peace and blessings to you, to the hopeful elect, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that are listening and following the men. The Lord, especially you sincere sisters. All right. So with that, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom, and why Abababal. Destruction to Babylon, may the destruction of Babylon, the great America, come fast. And may the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be ruled by Yahushua, King David, 12 apostles, and 144,000 mighty men, come fast, and we be in the kingdom as soon as possible. So with that, Shalom and Barakathon.